Batgirl number 30. Mairghread Scott writing with Paul Pelletier on the art. Um, I do think this might be the worst art of these issues with Pelletier doing them.
Yeah, I had to look to make sure it was Pelletier because it
Yeah,
seemed familiar, and I was like, did they just get someone that is a little similar? Because this is not what I'm used to.
some of his faces in this were a little bit. Uh,
Cartoony,
they almost look
like
during the thing where the face kind of splits and stretches a
yeah,
little bit to the side. It almost
yeah,
looked like that in some panels where the mouth
yeah,
just
yeah,
looked like it
yeah.
was
The mouth
stretching.
goes a little bit too far. It's
Yeah.
on the very first page, I think it is the panel close up on her lips. It looks like they stick out quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Um, I love all the wide shots are fantastic though.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I still think most of that stuff's great. It's just a couple of facial expressions that bug me.
it's funny because obviously we're talking about Batgirl art and Heroes in Crisis, and we complained a lot about how the suit was drawn. I don't think the suit here's perfect all the time. There's still a little bit of boob sockage going on here or there, but it's not as bad. However, I think the face and Clayman's faces are way better than what this is doing.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I think that's without a
Joe,
doubt.
Jonathan, I forgot to mention that I only noticed in the Heroes in Crisis issue, and I think it was actually on the other way around. In the Heroes in Crisis issue is the little bat symbol on the on the gloves, the bat face at the ears.
Oh sure, yeah.
I'd never noticed them before until the close up in Heroes in Crisis. And then I think they were on the inside in that issue though, and now I'm seeing it here on the outside. So I mean, speak to an editor, but.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So, so if you look at the second page, the title page, the double page where she's swinging, if you look at the front glove, where the yellow becomes grey,
There's a little bat
Oh
head.
yeah,
Yeah,
little bat
coming
head.
out of the glove.
yeah, never noticed that before either.
Yeah,
That's
I was
a
like,
minor
oh, that was a
touch.
really nice little touch on the outfit that I'd never noticed before.
Yeah, so the plot of this new arc then, because we're starting a new arc with this issue. We have a politician running for mayor. Alejo is her name, and
Yeah.
she is apparently a good candidate. Although Babs is a little upset that one of her main kind of policies is that she's gunning for the GCPD as a corrupt outfit who aren't doing anything. So obviously it's like, okay, her policies are good, but she's kind of attacking my dad.
To,
The whole
to
thing.
be fair, though, outside of Gordon, it is filled with a lot of bad cops. So
Yeah, this isn't news.
No, it's not.
yeah,
Everyone knows that. Gordon knows this.
So there's a
right.
bit.
And I get why Gordon's upset, but again, he's a little bit blinded by.
It's where he's like, no, we
the
can sort it out
Brotherhood.
ourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, can you though? It's been a while and you haven't really done anything.
yeah,
So there's a bit of a rally. She's doing like a whole press thing, and these bad guys cause chaos, and they're actually wanting to make it look like they're there to support her, but they're actually trying to like incite a riot to support the opposition, the other candidate, Moore, I think that they
This-
said his name was. Yeah.
Scott is really touching on some real world
Yeah.
parallels here.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And one of them's even get a cane. It's the
Huh?
what was Bard.
he's the
She was a lawyer.
ringleader. Yeah. But at the time, we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, we don't know that yet. It's not until later on we see him in the office where he
Yeah.
says his name in that.
and he's and well, no, Bat.
Oh, Babs unmasked him.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
At
you're
the
right. Yeah,
rally.
she says that. Yeah.
And then that's what she's surprised when she shows up and he's working for Alejo, because we know that he's well. We don't actually know what he's doing. We don't know if he's playing both sides. We don't know if he's actually supporting Alejo. But it's Jason Bard. He's a corrupt cop.
He does whatever benefits him.
Pretty
Exactly.
much. So Batgirl has a bit of a altercation with Gordon in the middle of all this chaos. She jumps in to try and help, and she actually like almost says something that very un-Batgirl, and then realizes, wait a minute, he doesn't know it's you.
Yeah.
Calm down.
She
because
forgets
she
that
puts her
she's
hand on him
Batgirl.
to
Yeah.
try and comfort him,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Get your hand off me! Come on, there's a limit." And she's
I
like,
tolerate
"Oh,
that
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I don't tolerate you.
Yeah.
So she
Good job, Auntie.
goes off running, doesn't quite grab them, and then she ends up fighting with her dad as herself, where she's like, I mean, part of this is to infiltrate and kind of like keep her safe, keep the politicians safe, because she wants to get close and just be there essentially. So she says to her dad that she's going to like volunteer at her campaign, and he's like, "No, absolutely not. How would it look my daughter doing this?" Blah blah blah. And they get into a bit of a shouting match. And this is where some of the faces as well were kind of letting me down. I feel like it was worse on Babs. I think Gordon, like, his mustache.
Covered by the mustache.
Yeah, the mustache almost actually like hides any of the problems with the mouth that otherwise.
I'll be honest, there's
is
only
happening.
really like 1 or 2 panels that are really bad. It's the close up where she says no, you can't. Is probably the one that I really don't like.
Oh yeah, just in that page. One of the ones that I thought was the worst was when she first interacts with Gordon during the riot.
Oh yeah. I meant in this, in this bit where you said it was some of the worst stuff.
The panel she says, "So why are you starting one with me?" Which is the end of a page. Her mouth in that panel, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's.
No,
happening
I'll give you
there.
that one too.
So yeah, she goes to the campaign. The side minor plot point, which I'm sure will be relevant later, is that someone's buying up tons of stock of Babsy's company, even though there's no reason to be doing it right now, which reeks of sketchiness.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And she's just like, yeah, whatever, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So worth mentioning. But she goes in, and that's when she ends up finding Bard with Alejo, and he's trying to convince her that he's got intel and that he's there for a good cause, and reveals who might be trying to kill her. What was the name?
Cormorant.
Cormorant, yes.
Yeah.
And that sets up our cliffhanger. I'm interested in what the story's doing here. It may be my least favourite issue of the book since Mairghread took over in general, and I think part of that is the art kind of letting it down.
That's fair. Alternatively, for me, I think it's probably amongst my favourite in terms of what the plot's doing. Like, this is a lot more compelling than the first arc ever was.
I think it'll get more compelling. I think this first issue is like I say, hurt a little bit by the art. They fight with her dad felt just maybe a little bit quick.
Okay, I liked that. I liked that he was like, "Well, no, you can't go do that."
It felt
like,
really natural to me. Him being like, "No, she's making me look bad. How bad's it gonna look if you go and support her?" He's snapped. I don't think it's not something he means he'll apologize.
Yeah.
But he's got to, he's not in the best of places.
He's very like he's taking bats to the bat signal. He's getting raked over the coals by this politician. Like,
one of my
it's about time to
favorite
be Gordon.
moments in the art is actually after Babs walks out, she slams the door, and Gordon's just there looking down, and you can tell just the way that is there. He's like, "Damn it, I shouldn't have said that."
Yeah.
He's already regretting the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm still looking forward to the rest of the arc, but no, I think mainly the art kind of pulled this one down a little bit for me.
Yeah, big time.
So that's kind of where I'm on it. Matt, what are you rating it?
It's a 7.
Connor.
I'm really into the story on this one. This was an 8.
Oof. All right. I'm going to go with 6.5. It was the art. Those mouths were pissing me off. Like, it was just like, it just felt like the quality dipped in the art, so it was distracting me.